Very good evening, friends, and today we are starting a new brand YouTube video tutorial series, and in this series we are going to learn about the React.js. Now you all know that the React.js is a very popular JavaScript library, and it is very important and essential to make the dynamic web pages. However, there are some other contemporary JavaScript libraries, and one is called as the Vue.js, another one is Angular, and Angular is maintained by Java. Vue is maintained by the community of the JavaScript or the vanilla JavaScript enthusiast, and this React.js is maintained and developed by Facebook. So as you all know, the Facebook is a very powerful social media applications, and along with the Instagram and Facebook, React.js is playing a great role in designing those applications. So in this video we are going to learn, and since you all know that it is our philosophy that we start doing more and more first, and then we try to understand what actually it is. So the basic essential requirement for this course is you should have some basic idea, basic knowledge of the HTML, and along with that, if you know a little bit of JavaScripts and the TypeScripts, and then it will be quite helpful. So now first, without wasting your important time, I'm coming back directly and taking you to the website of the React.js, and there you'll see that how and what kind of power and the features it is offering. So this is the React.js getting started. If you see that React makes it painless to create the interactive UIs. UIs means the user interfaces, design simple views for each state in your application, etc. This is the component based, and it has two type of components called as the functional components and class components. So now first we'll learn about how to work with this and what kind of softwares are needed. So the important thing what you need to have first is node.js. So I'm typing this node.js. There you can go on this node.js website and you can download. This is stable version 14.1.1 LTS, and once you download and then install it, then along with this you will also install the npm, that is the node package manager. So since I have already installed, so I'm not going to install it again, and now we need a code editor for that, and we will be using Visual Studio Code. So here this is the Visual Studio Code website, and there you can go and download for the Windows, Mac OS, Linux, whatever platform you are using. According to that, I'm using Windows, so I will be using this one since I have already installed, so I don't need to install it now. Now let me go back to the terminal, and first I would like to say that if you want to create the application, you need to create a folder. You can create this in my document or wherever you want. I'm going to this is my drive F, and in this drive I'm creating one folder, and this is the blank folder. I'm going to name React application. Okay, so this I have already created. Inside this, now I open my Visual Studio Code editor and I'll link this folder to Visual Studio Code, and this can be done. Open your Visual Studio Code, and then you click on my file, open folder. Here this is, so click on the file, here file, open folder, and then locate the folder wherever you have created in my this drive F. This is my React application folder. I select this, and now you'll see that the window, this Visual Code, the Visual Studio Code, now this is getting ready. Now this is my React applications. here in this folder. There is nothing now, so we have to start installing our library, and then for that I need to go to the terminal. So this is the terminal. Click on this terminal, and then to check whether the node and npm is properly installed or not, you just type here node -- version. Okay, so if it is installed, you'll get the version number. Since I have already installed and see my version number is 14.17. Same way you can do it for npm -- version. Okay, so let's see what I get. Okay, it's coming. Yes, 6.14.14. So this is also installed. Now to create the ReactJS library to install the important packages, what we need to first, we need to create one application. How to create the application? Then you write this as a code: npm create react app, and then space, provide the name of the applications. So here, just to keep one thing in your mind, that you should not type any uppercase character here. All the letters should be in the lowercase or in the small letters. So I write React Tricks. I name it as React Tricks, and I hit enter key, and now all the required dependencies and the libraries will be added. So now what it's saying, that key value, oh, I think some error, oh, forget it, make it npx, not npm. So it's npx create react app, and then the name of the application. Okay, so I'm a little excited, that's why I forgot it. So this is npx, not npm. When you are installing the requisite React libraries, then you have to type npx create react app, and then react tricks. So this is starting downloading, and it will take some couple of minutes, and then I'll come back to you once it is done. So here it has created the application, but it will add few more dependencies. Now it's installing React DOM, React scripts, and the CRA template, etc. Some important features. Again, this will take some time, so let it happen, and again I'll join you once this is done. Okay, so we have got our software and the library all downloaded and ready. Now we suggest that, here you see that it types that we suggest that you begin by typing cd.reacttricks. Means first we have to get into the folder where our application is downloaded. So that is React Tricks. So I write type cd React Tricks. And then when you go into this folder, your terminal, now this React Tricks, now it is, we are there, and then I type just npm start, and if everything is done properly, then you will find that our server will be ready, and it may by default goes to the port 3000, and here we have to see, because if port 3000 is occupied, it will go to some other port number, but by default it goes to port number 3000. So if it will automatically pick up your browser, you don't have to do anything. By default the Google Chrome is by default web browser. Whatever default web browser you have on your application, that will be displaying the content or rendering the content. So here it is saying that starting the web development server, and now it will just take some, yes, so here it's coming. Now you see it's loading localhost 3000, and application, this content is about to be displayed. My net is a little slow, that's why it is taking little time, but If you have a fast speed internet, then you will get the result immediately, depending on the speed of the machine also. So it's just always wait for 20 seconds and you'll see that, because it is coming. Otherwise it could have prompted some error. Now this is React logo and it is saying that it is ready. Now let's discuss about the folder structure. So here, this is my folder. Now you see, this is my folder. Here inside this I have React Tricks, and there I have, these are the node modules. All the dependencies whatever have been installed, these are inside these. You don't have to do anything with this. So, and this is the public folder where you have your index.html. This is the main file which is running, and then this is the src folder, the resources, and in this resources you see you have app.css. This is the cascaded style sheet, and that will be managing the look and feel of the application. This is the app.js. This is the first primitive, and the first, you can say, the first main JavaScript file which is doing everything right now. So this is app.js. So what happens if you see this app.js? Now it says the first line, the import logo from logo dot, this is the path. Where is this logo? The logo you see is here, logo.svg. This is my logo.svg. Since it is in the very same folder src, both this app.js and the src both are in the same folder. That's why the path is given like this, single quote dot / logo.svg. and then same thing is for this css, because this is also in the same folder. So import single quote dot / app.css. Now see, the main file which is running is index.html, which is here. So this is my index.html. Now let me minimize. This is the doc type HTML. You see, this is the HTML structure. In the head section, these are something important. This is the link for the icon, and here you have the JSON file link. Now title is React app. If I make it as React application, then the title will change. And then in the body section you see we have two tags. This is the first no script tag. You need to enable JavaScript to run this app. So if you want to add some more external node into the DOM, then you can do this. We will discuss this a little later. And the second, this is the root div. This is the root of here. You see it's in the comment line. This HTML this HTML file is a template. If you open it directly in the browser, you will see an empty page. You can add web front, meta tags, analytics to this file. The build will place the bundle scripts into the body tag. So inside the body we have this div id equal to root, and this is where your app.js is playing. Now just this is division, id is root. Keep in head, this is the div tag and its id is root. Now let's go to the app.js. So inside this app.js, you see this is our app.js, and this is the class name app, means this is the id. This is actually running there. If I remove all these things from here, no header, nothing is required right now, and I remove this id also. So we need to have this id, but if I, this is the class name id, so Control Y. Okay, let this part remain, and then inside this I provide one simple h1. This is a header tag h1, and say h1 my, or I type what other people do, hello. hello world. Okay, now I save, but it will show some error because I have removed logo. So I need to raise logo. It's logo.svg. Right now we don't need to delete it, and so we need to delete this part also. Okay, now save, refresh the browser. Now see hello world. So but this logo.svg is removed, and it is also there in the index.html. That's why it is. Say no, it's not there in the app.js. It's fine. It is used somewhere. Now it's not able to find where it is. So I need to find. I think it is index.js. Logo, is it here? No. No, logo is not here. This is the first root. It is the document.getElement by id root. Then wait, let me see from where it's coming. A file, no such directory, logo.js. So logo.svg I have deleted already, but it is somewhere being used, and this is the reason why they are saying this is wrong. This is logo, this is fine. In app.js, where is the logo? Index dot, is it here? Link icon, Apple touch icon, logo. No. So let me refresh it again. If I this is fine, this is working. So the hello world, this is working, and that was error because of some other reason. So there is no problem with this. This you can see it is again. I save it and refresh it. Hello world. Okay, so this is how this whole thing starts. Now if I see this, analyze this hello world in the page source, in the DOM, this is, you see inside this we have this one. Okay, so there's nothing right now. We haven't created anything. Now I want to create. So in the next video we will be exploring the features, how we can add the component. There are two type of component, called the functional component and the class component, and slowly we will start understanding how it works. Thank you very much. Just subscribe to our channel and watch the next video. We are going to write our first proper ReactJS application with some component in it. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.